Still waiting for a big smile out of you. You're up 2-0. What's the story? Are you not happy or?
Welcome back on Stjernholm Reviews, Hi-Fi News, and Quick Reviews. In this episode, I'll give you a channel update, hand-picked bite-sized news, reviews to come, music news, and a great snack-size advice. The Stjernholm Reviews channel has recently just reached 4,000 subscribing audiophiles from all over the world. The more relevant viewers, the easier it is for me to get the products I want for review. And believe me, when you do honest reviews on an independent channel, this is harder than you might think in the hi-fi world that for some reason has developed this criticism is illegal mentality. Problem is, when you think like that, you can't improve either. So in essence, when you like and subscribe to this channel, you are actually helping bringing more honest and thorough hi-fi reviews into this world. Thank you for that. I read every comment on the channel, so keep them coming. Ideas and all kinds of feedback are always welcome, as well as music and film suggestions, which is what it's all about. For everyone interested in vinyl and turntables, I did a big listening test comparing 3 different cartridge and phono amp setups ranging from 300 euros to almost 20,000 euros on the same turntable. It was left to you viewers to download the high-resolution files and blind listen to the results. It has been a really fun thing to do and a great challenge of pre-notions about sound. I recommend viewing the setup first, downloading the suitable listening pack, making your guesses, and then watch the big reveal that are published now. It's really an educational and fun journey for anyone that has been wondering about the effects of cartridges and phono stages. Thank you to all who participated. I think I made some new friends along the way. If you're into analog, you also don't want to miss my MoFi video that is much more about the analog process of recording and old tapes than it is about the actual MoFi debacle. It's one to check out if you're interested in the crazy analog recording process and why one-step masters from old tape might be a dumb idea to start with for sound quality. The biggest surprise this year so far was the totally loaded 1,800 euro Technics SU-GX70 integrated amplifier that has just come out, which opened up Technics digital tech to a whole new wallet-size audience, as well as bringing in a lot of new features. As always, expect a totally honest review. You also don't want to miss the world's first video review of the powerful new Linkdorf Q100 lifestyle speakers. Here also take the time to play around with the amazing capabilities of Linkdorf's amplifiers and explore the advantages and results of adding boundary woofers to such a setup. Besides being a review of the Q100 speaker, it's also a video for everyone that is running smaller speakers and dreams of more headroom. It is educational as well as entertaining, and as a bonus, you will get to see my wife's exotic dancing and me undressing those babies. What more can a man wish for, I wonder? Go check it out, it's a funny review. In order to get most from the channel, it's always advisable to enter it from the front page. Here you can check out all the content that YouTube actually suppresses, organized in playlists. In general, always go to the channel front pages of the channels you like. You will get much more than just waiting for YouTube to suggest you something and suck up all your valuable time with a lot of nonsense. As you can tell from the latest videos, and maybe also here, the combined living space and studio got a big overhaul with new ceiling acoustics and wood-up panels in order to greatly improve the possibilities of the room. A video is in the making where I go over the details and the before and afters, including talking to acoustic guru Eddie Bøgh Brixen that advised on the project.
And please notice, this time it's a yellow balloon. That's very important.
It has been delayed quite a bit as pending project reviews and client projects had to be prioritized before the summer holidays. But rest assured, it will be worth the wait, as having room acoustics under control is the single most important improvement to sound you can actually make. Yeah, and it comes way before anything else. The great people at Linkdorf Audio are among the first to integrate immersive audio streaming in their line of multi-channel processors. With the latest over-the-air update, users can enjoy bitstream audio directly from Tidal via Tidal Connect, making immersive audio streaming as easy as streaming stereo. The update is called version 5 and is available to all owners now. For lovers of the Japanese brand Rotel, their 60th anniversary series launched earlier this year and should not be missed. The Diamond series is said to be the culmination of 6 decades of history, heritage, and tradition of exceptional audio performance, and is expressed in an integrated amplifier and a brand new CD player. Go check it out. While on the subject of anniversaries, Name and Focal celebrate 10 years together with what they call a vintage system, consisting of a special version of the Sopra N2 loudspeakers in a unique finish with concrete on the side panels and a tin color on the front. These sculptured finishes is said to give a metallic effect and embodies all that industrial know-how that Focal has accumulated over more than 40 years. A range of Name audio hi-fi components powers the loudspeakers. These high-end products are also finished with that tin color for a perfect harmony. Finally, the system includes all the connectivity you'll need, including a pair of Super Lumina cables. Naturally, it's a limited edition system, so NAIM fans should be on their toes not to miss out on that one. This is a kind of a rumor, but the internet radio tuning service VTuner is being left by vendors at alarming rates. The reason seems to be that VTuner are having different technical issues with their links and are not responding to customers for unknown reasons. As a consequence, vendors are fleeing from the platform and adapting Airable instead. Please add to the story in the comments if you happen to know what the heck is going on. In the European autumn, I plan to focus quite a bit on the most important single component of any hi-fi system, the speakers. And not just any speakers, no. I will be focusing on the speakers that I will consider for my last in life, and speakers I find to offer something different. You don't see many reviews of larger speaker systems, as they are really a pain in the ass to handle logistically, and they don't generate insane amounts of views. But Stjernholm Reviews breaks for nobody, remember? And it's not about the views, it's about the experience. Confirmed speaker reviews so far in the pipeline are the Raito TD 3.8. I love the basic sound of the little TD 1.2 reviewed here on the channel, and I promised myself that I would try one of the bigger systems to get that headroom in my room that the TD 1.2 naturally could not deliver. The 3.8 is a 3-way system, perfectly adequate for this room, featuring 2 8-inch woofers, 2 5-inch mid-range drivers, and that lovely ribbon tweeter, and the extremely high-quality crossover, all being from Raito's own hand. Then there's a curveball here. The Genelec 8381A is also called the main ones. It's a new professional monitor, but specs suggest that this could be the last speaker you would ever need, and it looks like the value king of value kings. Genelec is once again going where no one has gone before with this active monster system, including 2 external amplifiers per side, designed to be an adaptive point source speaker that liberates the way you can listen and place the speaker. The headroom and dynamic capabilities are, in lack of a better word, insane. 126 dB SPL maximum output, 6,000 watts of combined amplifier power, and 300 pounds per side. That's 150 kilos. The speaker packs the novel ultra-linear coaxial driver that is fitted in a precision-engineered directivity control waveguide and supported by the quad mid-range system to enable point source characteristics, controlled directivity, and a very precise soundstage imaging. The system also features the re-owned GLM room adaptation system that is also featured in the Genelec home speaker here behind me that is up for review. So I'm so excited to hear what these monsters can do for music in the home. And yes, they even come in white. Then there's the DALI EpiCore 11. It's designed to bridge the gap between the DALI Epicon series and the DALI Core. The EpiCore already looks like a hit to me, representing all that essence of the ultimate DALI speaker, but at half the price. The DALI EpiCore 11 is the continuation of a rich bloodline, beginning with the DALI 40 SE to the current high-end flagship. I expect to be able to review these by the end of the year. Other speakers being considered for review objects in this category of man's last speaker is the new PS Audio Aspen FR20. They also do a FR30 version that is even more powerful. The Bowers & Wilkins 801 D-Force, maybe the signature edition. And not to mention the German T+A Solitaire S530. In fact, I would actually like to review a complete system from T+A that are pretty unknown to me. Let me know your thoughts on these selections in the comment section. Have you ever felt stuck with a music streaming service just because you spent countless hours building and organizing playlists and adding your favorites to the library and whatnot? Well, moving or even syncing between services is no problem with Soundease.com. It supports a ridiculous amount of different services and are the very service that Stjernholm Reviews uses to sync from Tidal to all the services you find on the Sonic Snacks playlist. They just added some AI functionality that can automatically build playlists based on your wishes. How well that works must be up to you to judge. So go check it out, Soundease.com. In music news, the best, most natural sounding recordings in the world is probably made by Mr. Morten Lindberg. For everyone interested in real immersive audio, 2L just released immersive channel identification test tones that can be purchased from the 2L store for a mere €3. The files are really practical both as a format test package to check if your system can play back the extremely high quality formats offered, as well as identifying that all the channels in your system are presented correctly. I think it's the first time that test tones in this quality has been available for purchase, to be honest. So thank you for that, 2L. On the new releases front, the label just released 2 amazing recordings. The first one being an Old Hall Lady Mass recorded in Uranienburg Church in Norway and performed by Trio Medieval. The Old Hall manuscript is a exquisitely decorated 15th century choir book that contains the largest surviving collection of medieval models and mass movements. It was lost to history for about 400 years until it reappeared in a Catholic cemetery in the late 19th century. Written by a single scribe, it served to preserve the music of his fellow singers, many of whom are only known through this manuscript. Trio Medieval's album A Old Hall Lady Mass is just propelling the listener into a historic moment that is sounding just like it would in the church of that time. Wow. That's an experience to behold. Second release is the Trondheim Concertos that showcases a selection of music preserved in Trondheim, offering a unique glimpse into how European instrumental music thrived in one of Denmark-Norway's largest provincial towns before the union's dissolution in 1814. The Trondheim Concertos is recorded in Landemoen Church in Norway and is a brilliant example of the extraordinary, smooth, immersive sound of Morten Lindberg's work. In case you search for Michelle Schucht on streaming services, you will not find anything. The American singer has pulled all rights and is now selling her music on CDs only online at $250 a piece, which I found in search for more of her music containing her interesting voice. I wrote the website in order to find out if the pricing was in error, as CDs usually don't cost that much, and that resulted in me getting personally attacked as a potential customer by Michelle herself, calling me a slave owner for asking questions about the price that are way off what I ever paid for a CD. It seems like she developed some paranoid delusions that I and others unwittingly became a part of just by trying to buy her music. Interesting being a music lover these days. I guess most people just have to do with the single track available in the world that is also available on the Sonic Snacks playlist in the future, unless they have the extended budget and nerves to deal with Michelle directly. Let's end off this episode with a quick pop quiz. The question is, does anyone know the make and model of this speaker in the picture? Please share in the comments in as much detail as possible. That's all for now, folks. Remember to tap, 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 and subscribe to bring more content like this into the world. Until next time, enjoy all the other awesome content on the channel. See you soon.